This year's two sessions brought together representatives from all over China, and the measures it approved affect not only its major cities, but towns and villages in such far-flung regions as Xizang, known as Tibet outside China. CGTN's Sean Calebs spoke to legislative deputies from the High Plateau about their aspirations.
The Great Hall of the People. It's a long trip from Xizang, known as Tibet in the west.
What is my hometown like? There are snow-capped mountains, lakes, rivers, breathtaking scenery, beautiful flowers and trees, and wild animals and plants.
Over the decades, as dramatic economic changes have swept over China, they are also being felt in the far reaches of the country. In 2019, I had the chance to go to the Rooftop of the World and talk with children about improved access to education.
People seldom know about our culture now, so I want to be a Tibetan language teacher when I grow older, so I can pass down our culture.
Norbu Yangzam is an NPC deputy from the autonomous region. She says she could never have imagined going to school. Now her hope is for her children to attend one of the top universities in China.
I want her to learn, gain knowledge, and then come back to build her hometown. When she comes back, she could contribute some of her strengths to helping her hometown.
Tibetan experts like Xiao Jia say there is another story to be told. People leaving this region and moving to other parts of China.
To make such achievements, we must have very educated people in Xizang. First, they need to know the Mandarin. They need to know the common language of China. Second, they are moderately well educated so that they can make their own living.
The region is characterized by its grasslands and mountains, but the landscape is changing. Norbu's region was among the last to have a road developed.
Whether it is education or the development of various economic and social undertakings, we have experienced earth-shaking changes. What is the change? For example, our village's electricity network, roads have all undergone great changes.
For the simple, humble people here, it has translated into nomadic people moving to villages, where they now have access to health care, schools, and running water. But Tibetan deputies say it is important to remember where they came from.
I come to Beijing for a meeting this time, wearing our traditional costume. I hope to carry forward the traditions to let more people know about our Xizang and Motuo.
Motuo is her city, which means flower.
Just like in our lives, our traditional culture, traditional memories, traditional costumes are passed down and carried forward in a visible way.
While this year's two sessions will be remembered for a push toward greater innovation, the autonomous region is taking smaller steps, continuing to lift its people out of poverty, welcoming the new, but embracing the wild land, living a rugged life on the roof of the world. Sean Caleb, CGTN, in Beijing.